I made a little over 900K with my very first digital product and I sold it on Gumroad. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how I did it. Look, it's only gonna take me about 5 minutes to give you this whole entire breakdown. And boy, oh boy, do I have a story to tell about this one. So if you don't have about 5 minutes to spare, then you'll probably just stay worried about the wrong things that actually aren't going to make you any money online in your business. Like, what's the best platform to sell on and what is the best product to sell, when neither one of those two actually do matter. But I sold my first digital product ever without any prior experience on Gumroad. If I show you here, these are my analytics right here. You'll see that I have a total revenue of a little over $900,000, which it has gone up since the last time that I checked it, because I haven't checked this in a pretty long time. So I guess that's pretty cool to get some passive income coming in. But let me just refresh this real quick. Just because I always know there's some people out there, oh, it's a screenshot, oh, that's not any proof. Refresh it real quick. Let me just go back down real quick. Boom. You'll see a little over $900,000, right? And this product is still available for sale, which obviously a few more people have bought it since the last time that I've checked this. And it's right here. This is an ebook that I sold. My very first digital product was an ebook, and I made this cover on Canva. I sat there and I wrote the book in Microsoft Word, and then I just went on Canva, and I'm pretty much tech illiterate, so I didn't even make it on Canva. I just used the template that they had, changed the colors on it, made my own words, and then went and found some stock image on Google and put it on the cover, right? This is my very first digital product, but the story behind how this sold is this. So I was thinking of growing an audience, right? Because I thought that you had to have a big social media following in order to make any kind of money online, which I've actually later found out that that's not true at all. You only need to have the right type of audience. This article that I read by a guy by the name of Kevin Kelly, that's called 1,000 True Fans, it changed everything for me. The whole concept of 1,000 True Fans is basically, if you get 1,000 true fans paying you $100 per year, you have that six-figure business that most people, include myself, are shooting for. And shooting for six figures, you're just cutting yourself short, because most people, including my former self, just think six figures. We're typically just thinking $100,000, not realizing that six figures goes all the way up to $999,999.99, right? Aim for the stars, because even if you fall short, you'll land on a cloud. You know what I'm talking about? But this whole concept changed my life right here, because I was like, I don't need to have the biggest audience. I just need to have the right audience. And you may not even need 1,000 quote unquote true fans, depending on what your offer is and the price point of that offer, right? Your number may just be 300, because imagine if you had 300 people paying you $100 a month. Well, you have a $30,000 per month business, basically making $1,000 per day, which is the inspiration of everything that I'm doing on YouTube, because I came across a guy that he had a micro niche channel with only about 3,000 to 5,000 subscribers. He had a $30,000 per month business. Now, 2 years later, he still has a small YouTube channel, maybe about 40,000 subscribers, which is still small in the sense of YouTube, but he makes six figures per month with that small channel. But anyways, to take it back to this story, I thought that you needed to have a huge social media audience in order to make money online. So I thought, why don't I go out and build a social media audience? At the time, my platform of choice was Instagram. So back then, Instagram only allowed you to have 1-minute videos. So I got with my best friend, who used to be my editor at the time, who lives in Los Angeles, and I called him up and I was like, bro, if we can get in 6 hours worth of content over a weekend, then I have something to post each and every single day of the entire year on Instagram, because 6 hours, if you do the math, one video per day, 365 minutes, it's roughly 6 hours. So he's like, all right, bet. I flew out to LA We got started. We busted out 6 hours worth of content. Now, the niche of what my ebook was in a small niche in real estate called wholesaling, because that's what I was doing at the time in order to feed myself. I wasn't the most successful at it. I wasn't rich at it or anything like that, but I was at least feeding myself and not working for somebody else at the time. And other people that were asking me, how do I do what I do? And I started to do one-on-one consultation calls. And I realized that I was just getting the same questions pretty much over and over and over again from different people. So I was like, why don't I just package this information into some type of digital product, to whereas I don't have to do these one-on-one calls. I can just say, hey, why don't you just buy this thing here, right? So my vehicle of choice was an ebook. But the reason why that ebook sold so well was because of this free Instagram content that I was posting the day before. I called it Daily Free Game. I built absolutely no social media audience on it whatsoever. Nobody was listening to me. Why? Because I wasn't thinking of how social media is, and my content was not optimized for social media. It's literally just me in a black Express polo with a whiteboard, a physical whiteboard, just talking and breaking down how to do this small niche in real estate for 6 hours. And then each post that I posted on social media or on Instagram, it literally just cut off, and then the next day it picked back up where yesterday's cut off. It wasn't entertaining. It didn't have any hooks. It wasn't optimized for short form viewing content, right? So an entire year goes by, not a single person is watching my daily free games. I built absolutely no brand awareness, nothing, just a dud. Well, when I thought of creating this ebook, and I was in a situation to where I needed to make money. It wasn't just something that I wanted to do. I was in a back to the wall situation because I went absolutely broke. I was in a small niche in real estate called wholesaling, but I thought that I was going to graduate in real estate and get started flipping properties, doing fix and flips, right? And people were bringing me these deals, and looking back on it, the people that brought me the deals that were looking out for me, it's like if it was such great of a deal, they would have just did it themselves, right? But they took advantage of me. Cool for them. My karma's beautiful. Some of these people throughout the years, I've heard of some very bad things that have happened to them. Anyways, so I had lost everything. I literally couldn't even afford a $5 hot and ready pizza from Little Caesars. I would have to go into debt to get a $5 pizza, and then to pay off the minimum balance on my credit card, I would pull from a line of credit, and then to pay the minimum balance on the line of credit, I would draw more on the line of credit. I was literally robbing Peter to pay Paul. But I was like, okay, I need to sell this ebook. And at the time, I had never done anything online before. I'd never done any digital marketing. I had never sold any digital products before. So when I started to do my research, and I'm like, okay, I want to sell an ebook, I saw that everybody was giving out ebooks for free, which I later realized were freebies, right? I didn't know that people were building their email list to monetize stuff on the back end, because amateurs make money on the front end, experts make money on the back end. I didn't know this. I didn't know that people gave out freebies to build email lists and stuff. I just thought that people were just giving this stuff out for free. I was like, well, if everybody in the marketplace that I'm seeing, or when I'm studying people, they're giving out all these freebies, I'm like, I want to sell my stuff. So what would raise the perceived value of my ebook when I'm seeing so many other people giving them out for free? Well, I thought, well, I have 6 hours worth of content that absolutely nobody has seen before. Guess what I did? I deleted all the posts off of my Instagram because it was basically a course. And I packaged, or basically bundled up, that ebook that I had created with this course, and that became my very first digital product. Now, for me at the time, I had absolutely no money, so I was just looking for a platform to where I could host it that didn't cost any money, and I just came across Gumroad, right? But the platform doesn't matter. Do I recommend Gumroad? No. Now there's so many other things that you can use. But if you just need to get started with something, get started with something. And you see, look here. I made all that money off of this. This doesn't look fancy. It's literally just a cover, a small paragraph that breaks down what it is that you're gonna get, and then people bought it. A lot of people bought it, right? But with this is what I understand, or what I started to learn about business. It's not the platform that matters, because if I hosted that anywhere else, it would have sold as well. It wasn't the fact that it was an ebook bundled with videos, right? What matters is positioning. And this is everything. And this is where so many people are really struggling, because they don't understand positioning. Not on one single sale did I say, get my ebook that is bundled with these videos that teach you X, Y, and Z. And the ebook is this many pages and the videos have this many modules and it's this many hours. I never did. So I realized that everything is positioning, and that people simply just care about going from where they are right now and getting to where they want to be. There's in a current situation, and they simply just want to get to their desired situation. This here I call the transformation gap. And all that we need to do is position our digital product in a way that somebody clearly understands that it will close their transformation gap and get them from where they are right now to where they want to be faster. And that's it. So this ebook that I wrote, it broke down 99 ways how to find leads in this small niche in real estate that I was doing. The videos covered how to do everything from A to Z as far as getting to the actual money, right? Because I realized that the number one issue that people were having in that niche was finding the lead. Just like the number one issue that people have pretty much in anything in business is lead generation. A lot of people are actually good to great at what they do, but nobody knows that they exist. A lot of people, even online in their business, they think that they have a product problem when you don't. Nobody knows that you exist, right? But I realized that it was positioning, because I was really having struggles in selling that first digital product until I realized my positioning, and I simply just focused on the transformation, and I led with the big promise that my product delivers. What is the result? So I just started to say, learn 99 ways how to flip houses without using any of your own cash or credit. When I was saying, oh, get my ebook, and my ebook, it covers 99 ways how to do this, and that. And then it has these videos where these videos cover how to do this, and that. It's this many hours worth of. Nobody cares. And this is what you need to understand. Nobody cares to buy your offer. Nobody could care to buy another digital product. Nobody cares to buy another ebook. Nobody cares to buy another course. Nobody cares to join another community. Nobody cares to buy another piece of software. What they do care about is what are they going to get. And I realized that everything comes down to positioning. And if I can clearly communicate the result that somebody is going to get from my offer and position it into a way that it's desirable, and it communicates that it will alleviate somebody from the pain that they're currently going through, that's where the money is, right? Now, why I said that I don't recommend Gumroad now, cool, if you want to use it, use it. But the real money came in once I started to build a system around my first product. And system stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money. Because I was confused, right? I thought that more money came with more digital products. I was trying to sell to more people, and then I thought that if I found more people and sold them more products, then I would make more money. Well, guess what started to happen? I started to make all this money, and then my business started to go like this. Why? Because typically when people have too many options to choose from, they don't choose anything. So what I thought that I was going to do was that I was going to have 12 offers. Well, Guess what happens? I wanted to create a new digital product each and every single month. My business didn't grow at all. And I was like, why, when I only had one offer, went like this, but when I have many offers, it looks like this? This is what so many people don't understand also, just about business in general. Having multiple products is just like running separate businesses. You have to give it attention, energy, time, resources. And our energy as humans is like this as well. Our energy goes like this also. We're going to lose 10 times out of 10 to the person that's doing this when most people are focused on doing this. It's not going to work for you. It's the same thing with content as well. People think that they're going to grow on all these social media platforms. It's like this as well. Instead of picking one to grow on, highly advise YouTube. That's why I'm making YouTube content, going all in on that, right? So when my business started to tank, I was like, man, why was I making so much money with one? But now I have all these other offers available and nobody's buying them. Why aren't I making any money? I got back to one and I built a system around it. So this is why I got off of Gumroad, because Gumroad doesn't have the capabilities to do this. So for one, I have my core offer, right? Well, I started to implement something called order bumps, upsells, and downsells, right? So that very first digital product that I had on Gumroad, I sold it for $40. Well, I upped the price a little bit to that. I started to sell that for $47. Then I had something called an order bump available. An order bump is some type of no-brainer item that goes hand in hand with whatever it is that is your core offering. Think about the fries and the drink at Chick-fil-A, or think about the popcorn and the drink at the movie theater, right? Movie ticket, core offering, that's why you come there. But while you're there, they maximize the average order value, or they maximize the potential revenue per customer by having ancillary products available like the popcorn, the drink, the slushies, the candy, and all this stuff, right? So I had an order bump available. My very first order bump was $20, right? And my order bump that I had was an audio book. I later on added another order bump that was $25. It's kind of like a no-brainer. Imagine if you're at the grocery store to check out Al. For me, I'm a mints person, right? I always grab some Altoid peppermint mints. That's like an order bump. Well, then I started to add an upsell too. But an upsell, I'm just going to call it OTO. OTO stands for one-time offer. A one-time offer is something that is only available within this one system. It cannot be found anywhere else, period. My initial upsell that I had in this particular system was $200. For the people that took that upsell, great. I just made an initial $200 from somebody that had came in with the mentality of just spending around $50. For the people that declined that $200 offer, cool. I downsold them. I call this a OTO downsell. I downsold them the same exact offer for 50% off. My downsell was $100. Here's the thing about this. All this is just extra income. Extra money is cool. It's a digital product. It doesn't take any more, any less effort to once it's created. This is all just about extra money, right? The beautiful thing about this is that nobody sees this downsell at all, except for the people that decline the upsell. Guess what? A percentage of people take that. Well, I just made an additional $100 from the person that just came initially just to spend $47. Then later on, I started to add a second OTO. I just put OTO 2, a second upsell. And then I added a second downsell. And then I had my thank you page, which I later started to have my community is credited at the top, community, and I started to offer that on the thank you page, right? The reason why this works is the psychology of people when they're buying stuff, everybody, including me and you. A buyer is always going to act like a buyer. And the best time to sell something to somebody is while they're buying something or immediately after they purchase something. That's why we all go into the store for one thing and come out with multiple things. I got this when I started to go furniture shopping at IKEA. If I put some lines around this, it may start to look familiar. If you've ever been to IKEA, doesn't this look like IKEA? You come to IKEA, like me. Last time I went to IKEA, I went for a cowhide rug. I came to IKEA for my one cowhide rug, but IKEA forces you through their funnel to see everything else that they have available. And the flow of traffic all goes one way, right? If you look down on the floor in IKEA, they have arrows pointing the one direction that you should walk. You don't want to turn around because you don't want to mess up the flow of traffic. You can't get out through the side doors because they have big red signs saying if you open this door, then alarms will sound. You walk all the way through the store. Well, guess what? While you're walking through the store, you're going to be like, oh, I do need to pick this up, which for me, I need to get plates, bowls, cutlery, knives, forks, spoons, utensils, and stuff like that, right? Then I needed some glasses, grabbed some glasses. I would have got a trash can if they had one of those motion sensor joints, but they didn't. Then I walked out with my cowhide rug too. This is the same exact thing that happens. People, they come for your core offering, but then you have an order bump available at checkout. Would you like to add this to your cart? Yeah, a percentage of people will take this. For me, at each point, it was roughly around 15 to 20% of people. So when I was just selling on Gumroad, I missed out on a lot of money because just imagine if out of, let's see here, if out of 23,000 people, imagine if 20% of people grab this $200 upsell right there. What's 20% of 23,000? That's 4,600 people. Imagine if 4,600 people grab something for $200. Do the math, magical whiteboard. Boom, solve it for me. That's an additional $920,000. That's basically an additional $1 million that I left on the table because I did not have a system in place. And I was just thinking of, how can I sell this one thing to more people? Amateurs make money on the front end, experts make money on the back end. This is what you need to understand. With low ticket digital products, the money is not made on the front end. I did something exceptionally great, but I had left a lot of money on the table because I was ignorant to business. I was ignorant to online business, and I was thinking about going and getting more people to buy different things instead of thinking of business and realizing that it really all comes down to lifetime value. How can I get this one person to spend more or to buy again at a higher price? So if you're going to sell a digital product, especially if it's going to be low ticket, or you can even do this with mid and high ticket as well. But you either need to go with this model or have a model to where it's monthly recurring revenue, something to where somebody buys it from you once, but they pay for it over and over and over again. Think like communities, think like softwares, think apps and stuff like that, right? But you need to have one of these two models if you are looking to really build a solid long-term business for yourself online and stop thinking about this stuff like a hustle. But these two models right here, they're two totally separate games that are ran differently. So with this model right here, it's about having an ascension ladder and bringing your customers up and ascending them through different levels. Whereas with a model like this, it becomes a retention game because you're going to be battling churn. And churn is simply just the percentage of people that leave something, right? So just imagine if you had some type of software, some type of app, or some type of community, and you had a 20% churn. Well, that means that each month, 20% of people are leaving. So if you don't acquire any new customers in that time to fill that, then you only have about 5 months worth to go into business, right? But with this model right here, if you have a vehicle to where you're consistently getting leads and sales to come in, you can fight churn because it's basically like you're going to have a leaky bucket. Just imagine that this is a leaky bucket, right? And these leaks are your churn. But over time, since it's going to be a slow drip, you can make whatever your recurring product is better over time. And then you can basically plug these holes. To whereas now you are focusing on building a new floor for yourself and reaching new lows instead of reaching to aim for new heights. With this type of model, no matter what is going on the beginning of the month, you're going to have at least this much money coming in. That's the model that you're going through with this right here, right? But these are the two options. Now, I got started with Gumroad, but I left it because it doesn't have the capabilities with either one of these. But I'm just telling you how I got started. But the reason why I really want to make this video is because so many people, especially starting out, they're worried about the wrong stuff and they're thinking that a platform is going to help them make money. It's not. You and the way that you position a specific painful problem that you solve within the marketplace is going to make you money. People think that the newest trending digital product is going to make them money. It's not. It's how you communicate the problem that digital product solves, which is going to make you money. People think that creating a digital product is going to make you money when it's not. If nobody knows that it exists, this isn't a if you build it, they will come type of business. It's not like that. If you build it and nobody knows that it exists, nobody's gonna come. So the name of the game is creating an offer that solves a problem for somebody, because people only buy informational, transformational products. Like I said previously, people could care less to buy another product. They're looking to fix problems in their lives. They want solutions. They want transformations. They want a new identity. So the name of the game is creating that, and then creating a system for ourselves to whereas we can have a lead generation engine along with something that's going to compound over time in growing our business as well. That's why I highly advise YouTube, because YouTube is the only evergreen long form platform to whereas the content that you post today will literally be working for you for weeks, months, and years to come. If I knew what I knew now then, I would have got started on YouTube, because I reached the point of burnout. Because I was posting on social media. I was posting 3 to 5 times per day, every day. Then I had an infomercial strategy to whereas I would post another 5 times during the night, every single night, between the hours of 12 a.m. and 5 a.m. Then by 6 a.m., I would delete all of those posts, and I was going live pretty much every single day. Then I started to do live webinars, a 3-hour webinar every single Thursday. And I started to experiment with paid ads, which people they think that ads is a cheat code or something like that, not realizing that you have to make more content for ads than you even have to for organic content. To whereas once I left everything behind and I just started to build up YouTube from absolute scratch, I was like, oh, a micro niche YouTube channel is so much more powerful. I would much rather have 10,000 YouTube subscribers than 100,000 Instagram or TikTok followers. And even as somebody that spent money on ads in the past, the amount of money that I spent on ads, in the past I was getting charged around $25 to $30. Let's just say about $30 on ads. I had like around a $30 CPM. CPM stands for cost per mil, right? Mil is basically just a fancy word for 1,000, right? But in advertising, you pay for the impression. An impression is just an eyeball, not a view, right? Well, let's just look real time. I like to speak from real numbers. I don't even have the biggest YouTube channel yet, But just within the past 30 days from my YouTube micro niche YouTube channel at that, I have gotten 2.4 million impressions. Well, if I do the math on it, if I take 2.4 million divided by 1,000, that should be, let's just ask for sure. What's 2,400,000 divided by, what's 2,400,000 divided by 1,000? Should be 2,400, right? Now, if I take this 2,400 and I multiply this by 30, get 72,000. That's $30. So, just in case it disappears, it would have cost me $72,000 in Facebook ads to get the same amount of impressions and eyeballs and attention that I just got for free on YouTube. And not even for free, because I got paid not that much money, but a little bit of money. Let's see. I got paid $3,600. So instead of paying $72,000 to try to build my income, impact, and influence, I got paid $3,600 to build my income, impact, and influence with my offer that I have on the back end, because I'm thinking like a contentpreneur instead of a content creator. Content creators are just making content just to try to get views. Contentpreneurs are treating it like a business and seeing content as a lead and sales engine to build something over time. Now, if I have a true digital asset that is giving me this much money in the marketing, which is actually paying me to market myself, that's compounding over time, because I'm the worst that I'm ever gonna be right now. That's why I love this. Like right now, I'm the worst that I'm ever gonna be at what I'm doing. I'm only gonna get better because I'm serious about what it is that I do. I'm dedicating my life to this. But my business is gonna grow as well. And if I knew what I know now, I would have just got started on YouTube at the jump. And hindsight's 2020. The best time to start a YouTube channel was years ago. I wanted to do what I'm doing now back in 2020. Didn't really get started what I count my genesis until January 30th of 2024. Imagine where I would be now if I just did what I was gonna do then. But doing it now, right? The time's just gonna pass anyways. So take this stuff seriously, because just think about everything that you've put off in the past to now. And if you're serious about turning your YouTube into a digital product sales system, saving yourself time, energy, and money, then go ahead and click the link down in the description and join this Credit at the Top community. I look forward to building with you. We have some great people getting some great results. It's pretty cool. But I said that I don't recommend Gumroad now, even though that's what I started with. And there's another free method that you can actually use that has these capabilities right here. And I actually created an entire free course. It's a 5-hour course. I'm not saying it's a short video, but it's a free course, and I guarantee you will get more value in this free course than some other $3,000 course or $1,997 course. You'll get more value in this free course right here for free. And it gives you an entire step-by-step blueprint to actually build your system with this model and leverage a micro niche YouTube channel to where you'll be making peaceful profits within your purpose and doing something that you actually are passionate about. It's Crowded at the Top.